Hey guys. Whoa, this is a change of scenery, isn't it? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. This is Rainbow Ninjaman coming to you live from Fruitasia once again, shooting for number 1 once again. Hitting some fruit. Well, this is Fruit Ninja VR 1. What a shock. Why am I playing this? This isn't the one that I'm best at. Let me show you something. So that's my personal best in Classic, right? And I'm just gonna mark it. Those leaderboards are actually kind of screwed up. But someone in the Fruit Ninja VR Discord posted a legitimate looking score of almost 20k. I haven't been trying to push that score up because I haven't been really believing in this leaderboard. But what I'm gonna do, since someone has posted a legitimate looking decent score, I'm gonna go ahead and give it I'm gonna give it a good shot today, see how good we can get. Before that, we're gonna hit up Arcade, Zen, and Survival. This one here is not included in Fruit Ninja VR 2. And honestly, if you're a big fan of the game, probably worth buying Fruit Ninja VR for that alone. We're gonna pick out our favorite blades. The old blade is actually quite good for this application. But we are going to pick out the Christmas blade. Very festive. Actually, no. Song blade. Song sword. I think that's right for what I'm about to do. And you can tell that I didn't successfully hit the bomb. That's a good sign. This is going to be the best for Arcade and Classic because it's nice and short. Arcade. You're going to see that there's some differences. There are some differences between this game and Fruit Ninja VR 2. The way the fruits come out here in the blitz. Very different. Fruits. See, I got 2 frenzies there. That's not a thing that can happen in Fruit Ninja VR 2. You only get 1 frenzy. I'm getting lots of 3 frenzies. 3 frenzies, that's pretty nuts. But the other thing that you might have noticed... hit that bomb right at the last minute. That's okay. The other thing you might have noticed, in Fruit Ninja VR 2, your combos are hand dependent. In this game, they're not. You can hit with both blades and have it count for the same combo. And that's a big deal. I'm not going to push up my arcade mode score because I don't really care. Zen mode. I'm a believer in this pineapple blade, kind of. Although this double edge. The frozen heart, huh? I think a double edge is probably best for Zen. So, Zen, it feels very similar, but you might have noticed it throws bananas at you. It actually throws bananas at you. Which means bananas are really tough to skewer. You might have also noticed the peaches, they come at you totally randomly. There's not a fixed number of peaches that come at you. So if you play for long enough, you will eventually get a really ridiculous score. Simply because the peaches will eventually come to you, and you will eventually get a really crazy score. I don't like that so much, so I don't go for it competitively here. The two that I really think are good, though, Classic and Survival, in this old mode, in this old one, are absolutely top-notch. And we are going to play Survival quite a bit, and then we're going to play some Classic. Survival is the one mode in Fruit Ninja VR2. Hey, thanks for coming in, by the way. I see. Survival is the Blades mode in Fruit Ninja VR2, but you play it forever. If you miss any of the fruit in the wave, you get a miss. 100 points, you clear a miss. It's pretty relaxing. As you go on, more of the fruit copters are summoned. And I can't believe I made that mistake. Let's focus a little bit. A little bit of focus here. Like that. Bombs will come at you. You have two options. You can do what I did and parry it. You can parry the bombs. Give it a nice little tap with the edge, not the sharp, the edge of your blade. Tiny little tap. And you can volley it back at them. Or you can dodge it, move your body out of the way. If you hit near the fruit copter, it'll disable it for a little while. If you manage to hit exactly on the fruit copter, and I used to be really good at that. Well, you'll see what happens when I do it. Just like the other game, cutting through the fruit, center of the fruit is how you get a critical. Unlike the other game, it actually shows you where you cut. Beautiful. So you can see how close you are to a critical. And I think that's really nice. And it's a feature that they dropped. I don't know why they dropped it. But it is excellent. You can see I was just a little to the right there, for example. You gotta keep an eye on these boys. They tend to cluster up, but as you get more points, they start spreading out a little bit more. You really want to see where the fruit is before. Oh. Before it comes at you. The fruit copters make a nice little, they cock their, guns. Like that. Proper dodge. That one's trying. If there is a fruit copter in front, of the guy, it'll just stay there. Until the other one moves. And that's actually kind of dangerous. I am doing a little bad here. This used to be what I would do. I saw that orange. I saw that I missed that orange. Oh, well, that's the right time to come out. Cut out. That is the right time to cut out, I think, is when I miss. It's a solid run. This is easily my favorite. Of the modes. But it's my favorite of all the modes, honestly. But we're gonna play classic now. Everyone knows classic. But it looks a little different, doesn't it? You don't have the sign. You don't have the sign. No sign. Gotta give your fruit a real heartfelt tap. You see that? You can get a 3 combo with both your handy hands. Cannot believe myself today. The other thing is that unlike Fruit Ninja VR2, very much unlike that, this is as hard as it gets. It starts out as hard as it gets. Bombs do not come out in the same pattern. As the fruit, they'll bounce around. The physics are different. The physics are very different. So you get that behavior out of the bomb, which is very, very different. You have to be a little bit more careful. But if the situation is bad, you can kind of just wait it out a lot of the time. That nonsense where bombs spawn in fruit doesn't exist. I missed my apple. But also, things like cutting down, a little bit more deadly here. Little worse of an idea here. Because the bombs come at you a little bit more chaotically. See that apple? It was a bad apple. But I could wait it out. I could wait out the bad apple. It used to be the case, it's not the case now, but it used to be the case that Classic was a lot more like this in Fruit Ninja VR2, where it just doesn't ever get harder. It is kind of partially my fault. Whoa. Not entirely. But I do blame myself for complaining about this in the Discord. That plum was really scary. Probably shouldn't have made that sweeping downward cut. Really? Anyway, that's what this is. So you can see the patterns. There's not a whole lot of patterns. It comes at you slow like this, and that's how you know there's a bomb coming. It comes all at once, and then you can just do that or that. When all the fruit comes fast, like that. When the fruit comes fast, it's okay. Like that, you know there's not a bomb there. Let it go. That blueberry was totally doomed. But you can kind of see it's not that rough. And you can see, I don't want to say that I'm going to. But I am doing pretty solid here. See that orange? I could just wait it out. I wasn't sure if 1 or 2 bombs were gonna come. There was no hope. There was no hope there either. This is my personal best. Already. So you can kind of tell. It's been a while since I've played this. Oh, that blueberry. I should have been able to get that. Took risks I normally would not have. Because I had some misses. Yeah, see, this is not the best in the world. And that downward was a silly risk. See? Just throw that line into oblivion. That orange. Really scary, actually. Woo! Close, close, close. Getting a lot of forced misses right now. The weather? The weather changes. Which is a nice little feature, but some of the weather is actually just sort of annoying. See, this is my personal best on this. And the reason is largely that I just haven't put in the effort. Because the leaderboards, not only are they like hacked, but they're hacked in a fashion where someone's score on it has absolutely no correlation with how good they are. So right now, the Fruit Ninja VR2 leaderboard, you can double your score with a glitch, but that's at least related to how good you are at the game. Like, the output score is at least some measure of how good you are at the game. This one, 100% not. And I think people did not make a practice of recording their runs at all. I'd like to see people record their runs. We're gonna see where this goes. I don't know where this is gonna go. Normally, I like to say something to chat between runs. It looks like there might not be a between runs here. Misses are okay. Bombs are not. Holding that blade over my head. Like a champ. Once upon a time... 4,000 would have been considered an amazing run. In either of these games, people have been pushing it a lot more. So, less known, but probably still known, is that I had the high score in Classic before for Fruit Ninja VR2 before they increased the difficulty. And before they added the size as an option for you to use it. So it was basically this. And that was a pretty high score. Even back then. I don't remember what it was. It was definitely over 5,000. Two forced misses, I think. Okay, one of those was a forced miss. One of those was just me sucking. I've got a miss, so I can't really... I do have to focus. Got two misses, so I have to really focus. That apple was more risky than it looked. Almost 5,000. And that puts me almost in the top 100 for people who think they're honest. Hey, what's up, dude? Am I weird for liking this one over two? Are you weird for liking this one over two? Well, AB, this is my opinion. Arcade and Zen mode in Fruit Ninja VR2 are better. Strong opinion on that one. Classic, I think, is very much up to your opinion. Classic in both of these, I think, is very, very different. So, you just saw Classic. Classic in this one, you definitely have the blades, and the cutting motion is very... You know, you have to cut a little bit more. But it never gets harder. And it doesn't get difficult. In Fruit Ninja VR2, you definitely want to pull out your sai. And once you have your sai, you can just sort of tap the fruit. But it's a little bit more intense. I think I like both of them. I think that's totally up to preference. What there is not in Fruit Ninja VR2, though, is this survival mode, and I think you know that. And if you love it as much as I do, then you are totally in the right for liking this more, I think. I play Fruit Ninja VR2 mainly because the scoreboard's a little bit nicer. The scoreboards here are kind of screwed up. But I think both are valid. I think both are entirely valid opinions. Yeah, no. Thanks for coming in, man. Always makes my day when someone says hi in chat, so... Yeah, I try to respond between runs, so... If I'm slow responding, don't take that as me being cold. Barely got that one with my left. Did not succeed at getting that one with my left. Your blades, in both games, your blades absolutely matter. So, I'm a silly, and I fumbled, because I'm still kinda... I've still gotten myself a little used to the small blades. Barely managed that. The other thing that I like about this over 2... Oh, that was doomed. That was doomed. Let's try that again. The bomb came at me and then the fruit there. Almost a forced miss. The other thing that I like about this one over 2 is that when you cut the fruit, it cuts the fruit where you hit the fruit, and that's a really big deal because it allows you to train your critical a lot better. Because again, I think I keep saying this, criticals are gotten by cutting through the center of the fruit. You can see there. Let's pick a good one. You can see that I cut low there. And you can see that a little bit more clearly because it shows you where you cut the fruit. So you get real feedback on how good you're cutting the fruit. And it allows you to legitimately get better. And I like that a lot. But having decent scoreboards, really nice. Number of glitches in this game is a little bit higher. So it really does depend on what you like best. I think also the crossbows and archery, I think, make the other one a little bit easier to recommend to someone who's just starting out. Yeah, but both are good games. Both are good games. I think both are very fun games. Not trying to chill. I don't work for those guys. Ooh. Oh, close. Yeah. Oh, no. Not gonna hit. Not gonna hit. Get a sweet 50 points when you hit. But not gonna hit today. Although I am pretty solid at parrying them. That guy looks like he's stuck. Which is gonna be nice for me. Really? Just gonna... I was keeping an eye on that boy, because he'd been stuck for a while. Behind. That right there makes life a lot easier. And he's not gonna unstick himself anytime soon. I do have to be a little worried. Because if he ever manages to unstick himself, then he's just gonna bonk me with whatever he's got. Whoa! Didn't react to that fast enough. Up. Oh, so close, so close. So close. Who's coming? Surprised I managed to parry that and hit those fruit. That was actually kind of tough. I thought I was gonna accidentally sword the fruit or bomb. Who's coming at me? Who's coming at me? You? Whoa! You're coming at me, aren't you? Are you stuck? Nope. Really, dude? That boy just hung out there for that long to surprise me with a bomb. Really? That is nonsense. Nope. There we go. Yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. Normally, yeah, I'd say that's about the normal. That's the normal play session for this boy here. Ah. Let's go, I think, one more classic run, though. Gotta get all your blades. Halloween, Christmas, and the ones for the achievements too. But the good ones, these ones which are nice and short, this one which is double-edged and kind of thin, good for a Zen. This one, good for classic and arcade. This one is uniquely good for parrying those bombs. So this is the one I like for survival. I think you could probably manage with these rock blades too. But I always have problems cutting with them, so I think this is the nicest balanced. Could probably manage with these disco blades, but I really don't like that visual effect. Kind of gets in the way. Gotta pick the right tool for the right job. And for classic and arcade, you want a little tiny scalpel blade. You want some precision. Because you want to be able to make a nice cut. And you want that cut to go exactly where you want it to go. You don't want to fumble the fruit, so you want it to be thin. That thinness, absolutely beautiful. Little tiny laser, basically. Whoa. See? You can just kind of like swing. And sometimes you'll just miss the bomb by sheer luck. Because your blade is nice and short. You see this? Sometimes if you just even go at the wrong angle completely, you'll still cut the fruit sometimes. Because it's so thin. I love it. Absolutely pick the right tool for the right job, and your life is going to be happy. When I play classic in the other game, always the size, always the size, always the smallest blade possible. Always that default size. And in Fruit Ninja VR1, always the song blade. Always the song blade. Beautiful tool. Proper judgment, essential. Sometimes you look at a fruit and you say, that's dangerous. I'm gonna miss it. You can do that. The only mistake that cannot be undone is your third miss or a bomb. Do not get your third miss, don't get a bomb. But your first miss or your second miss, just go ahead and let it happen. That was my first miss there. That strawberry, not touching it. That blueberry probably wouldn't have gone for that if I had a miss. Had 2 misses left. That hammer hit, I did it, don't do it. Really bad. You can't trust yourself to stop your wrist like that. And you shouldn't do it. I keep doing it, and it keeps being a mistake. It's a mistake every time. Don't do it. Just let the combo drop. It's okay. You don't have to combo every fruit. You just stay in the game. Stay in the game. That's how you do it. Anyway, I hope you had fun, AB. I hope you had fun, man. I am gonna cut stream. This is about the usual stream length. I'll give the outro, and you know, I hope you liked it. So, this is the channel. This is Rainbow Ninjaman, right? This is what I do. It's not all Fruit Ninja, even though it looks like it. What I do is I play VR games with scoreboards, and I go for the top at those scoreboards. That's my shtick. That's what I try to do. I try to stream Tuesday, Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Pacific, Californian people time. What I'd like you to do, like and subscribe. That lets me know you want to see me come in at a regular time. I try to stream for an hour when I come, so that's the usual time. Do not super chat. Do not turn off ad block. This is not for profit. This is my hobby. I'm doing this for fun. I have a job. I like my job. It's the kind of job that takes 10 years of study to get. I'm just gonna keep doing it. If you want me to respond to you, regular chat like you just did, AB, and I will respond to you between runs. When I can. I'm gonna peek up, take my headset off a little bit, look at chat, and say hi. That's what we do here. You can talk to me for free like a normal person, like you just did. Really love it. So yeah, keep doing that, and I will keep responding to you. When I can. That's the rub. If you like to see more, like and subscribe. I will be playing something, I don't know what yet, on Saturday. I haven't set a time for that. But it's not going to be at the usual time. I'm just going to pick something, and we're going to see if we can get a new high score in a new game. Anyway, have fun, stay safe, and good night, man. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Have a nice, peaceful night, man.